Hey guys, this is Katina Lei from Asian American Emotions. And the other night, I was going to bed and I was looking at my to-do list and I crossed off three things. And I actually ended up feeling crummy because I looked at my list and I'm like, oh my gosh, I had 8 more things to do. I have so much more and I only did three. And then I started having thoughts, I should be able to accomplish more. I shouldn't have spent so much time going on Instagram. I should have been more efficient in my time. And I just started to feel like I failed that day. And so this pattern that I'm describing it's a thinking pattern that shows what we call cognitive dysregulation. My thinking pattern was if I can't do everything on my list, it means I'm a failure. And so this can be common among Asians and Asian Americans, especially if you grew up in a context or culture that really emphasizes achievement or where the things that you didn't do well were highlighted and the things that you did do well, nothing was really said about that. And so then we can start having all or nothing thinking. If I don't do everything perfect, it means I'm a failure. Either I'm good or I'm bad. Either I'm perfect or I'm nothing. Either I'm a good friend, a good mom, a good dad, or a bad mom, bad friend. And what happens is when we have these thinking patterns, it can result in what we call rumination, where you keep thinking, you're replaying the thing that you didn't do well over and over again. You worry about things. It might be hard for you to concentrate or focus because you're so stuck in your head. You could even zone out or dissociate where you check out because you're just stuck in your head. It can lead to patterns of avoidance because you're worrying about or you're thinking about, oh my gosh, I can't make a mistake. And you don't do the thing that you need to do. There might be perfectionism. Even if you're able to complete the task, there's a lot of time and heartache and anxiety when you're in the process of doing it. So what do we do if we have these type of thinking patterns, if we have cognitive dysregulation? In DBT, the skill that we use is called dialectics. We practice dialectical thinking. Now, dialectics is the synthesis of two seemingly opposite things. So in my example of the to-do list, I did my best. I tried. I did three things that actually took a lot of effort and time, and it wasn't easy to do those things. And there are 8 more things to do, and I could have used my time more efficiently, possibly to knock out one other thing. So the synthesis would be I did my best and I can try harder. I can learn from it. I can move forward. I can have grace and I can improve myself. That's dialectical thinking. The core dialectic in DBT is acceptance. I accept myself. I accept my emotions. I accept my thoughts. I accept my mistakes. And I work towards change. Changing, learning, different strategies. Concretely, how does this look? How do we practice this? First, we want to observe if we are having any thinking mistakes, right? In my example, if I were to practice this number one, I would notice, oh, I'm having some black and white thinking here that if I don't complete this whole list, it means I'm a failure, right? I'm either good or I'm bad. I have to do everything or I might as well have done nothing. So I want to notice if I'm having a thinking mistake or a non-dialectical thought. Two, I want to ask myself, what would it look like to have more of a dialectical thought or action? And this does not mean that you're replacing the negative with the positive. It doesn't mean that I'm saying, okay, I didn't do those 8 things good enough. I don't have to do those 8 things. I did the 3 things and good job, me, and that's it. What dialectical thinking is that I am looking at everything, the whole side. So my dialectical thought would be I completed 3 things. Actually, that was hard. I put a lot of effort. I actually need to pat myself on the back for that. And I also did not use the afternoon the most effectively because I spent 45 minutes zoning out on my phone. And so, yeah, I could improve that way. And so maybe I'm going to put a limit in how much time I take to relax on my phone. I'm going to set a timer, right? It's not all or nothing. It doesn't I'm not a robot, so I can't work nonstop. But you know what? Yeah, I could improve by taking a break and setting a timer. And so my dialectical action would be I'm going to give myself grace. I'm going to recognize that I did the best I can, and I'm going to think of ways to, if it's wise, to try harder, to think of different strategies, right? So that I can be more efficient, but balance that with rest. And then what you want to do is you want to try it, and then you want to ask yourself, okay, what was the outcome when I practiced more dialectical thinking or a more balanced way of acting? So, as you can see, balanced thinking, dialectical thinking does not mean lower standards, doesn't mean passivity, it doesn't mean, oh, I'm just not going to try anymore. It actually helps us to move forward in a more sustainable way. So, try it and let me know what you think. And if you like this video, please check out the rest of my other videos that are going to come up. But I hope you enjoyed it. All right, I'll see you later.